Man, how? Hey guys, hey beautiful people, welcome to my live stream. I'm not sure if you can hear me or can see me, but I just wanted to give you the opportunity to ask me anything you like to ask me and to show you my weekly rotation. And maybe if someone of you wants to chat with me, I'm really happy to see you here around. Yeah, like I said, I'm not quite sure about the quality because I have to. To record with my phone, and I'm not quite sure if my AirPods are connected with with you guys. So I'm not sure, but yeah, I'm really happy. In general, I want to say two or three words. I'm really happy about every one of you guys. I'm really glad that you like my videos. I really enjoy recording videos for you guys, and it's just such a nice hobby to share, I think. Fragrances are so just a wonderful thing to share with you guys, with my fragrance family, or with other people, and it's just such a beautiful way of connecting about YouTube, I think. And yeah, it's a creative art, guys. I'm like my job is a little bit creative too. I'm working in a music studio, or more like we work for television shows for the media industry. But I work with creative people all the time, and I enjoy that part of my life too. But I also enjoy, just yeah, getting to know new fragrances, thinking about what yeah what a perfumer wanted to share with a fragrance he created, and that's such a nice thing. I think it's such a beautiful art, and it's never ending. But it's also a pro and a contra because I mean it's a expensive hobby, I would say, but a really nice one too. So um, and I always happy to help some people out if you have any questions regarding a fragrance or something in general. Just ask me, in the comments down below of the video. I'm really happy to answer all of your questions. And if you have any tips for me personally, for any fragrance suggestions that I should review or see, then just tell me too. Yeah, I don't know how this really works here, but I think I will just do my weekly rotation now, and then if you're not catching me live, you can maybe catch me later if you see that. And I just hope you can hear this whole thing because that would be really bad otherwise. So let's just start with my weekly rotation. And I just show you the fragrances I wore like from last, okay, I put on odd one, from last Monday to this Monday. So you get just an idea of what I've been wearing, or you can ask me any questions, or if not, just see what I wore and have your own opinion about it. On Monday, I wore Essential Perfumes Bois Imperial. And guys, let me tell you, this is such a gorgeous fragrance. It's quite new in my collection, but I adore this fragrance because I think it's just a gorgeous fragrance for the daytime. I have to see like this. Um, Sorry, because this is a gorgeous fragrance for the daytime, guys. Because here you get this beautiful um, woody blend combined with a spiciness, a green spiciness of the Thai basil in here. It's just such a gorgeous thing, guys. I love Quentin Breed's work in general. I've smelled like what's it called? Ganymede. Ganymede, a sample of Ganymede, but this one I think is more wearable. It has some similarities to Ganymede, but still, this stands for its own, and it's such a beautiful creation, guys. Because, like I said, it's a woody. I mean, I think it's based around the note of Akigella, which is quite a new perfume note. It's something that you get from patchouli, but it just has its own character, and this smells synthetic in in the best way, but still is yeah, it's not in a bad way synthetic. It's a really good synthetic fragrance, really modern, gorgeous stuff for the daytime, and I really enjoy wearing this fragrance over and over again. And projection and longevity is through the roof, guys. So this is just a gorgeous thing to put on, guys, and I really enjoy wearing this. And everyone is asking me what I'm wearing when I wear this because it's just so different. It's really so different. My girlfriend loves it. My colleagues love it in the studio. When I wear this, all people ask me really which kind of fragrance it is because it's just so different. So this was on Monday, Quente Essential Perfumes Bois Imperial. On Tuesday, I wore Valentino Uomo, the original, guys, and I think I mentioned this on a lot of videos on this channel already. This is really gorgeous stuff because this is just perfectly sweet for the daytime. I think that's what I really enjoy about this. It's quite sensual, not just a fresh scent. It has this gourmandish side to it with like cacao, coffee, and a lot of hazelnut in here. Really nice stuff. It just smells so gorgeous, guys. So sensual. And still, it has this really fresh facet on it with like um bergamot in the top, and then you get this gorgeous leather and woody note in the base. The dry down is just gorgeous, guys, and it's really masculine. Still a little bit powdery. It is in this like Dior Homme territory without being a dupe or something like this. It's its own fragrance, gorgeous creation, and I personally really enjoy wearing this, guys. This is yeah, my go-to fragrance. You see like the dint. I got this for a year now, I think, and I really enjoy wearing this fragrance over and over again when I don't know what to wear, but I want something different, maybe a little bit gourmandish and still appropriate for the daytime. Because this is not too, yeah, this is not cloying at all. This is really nice stuff, guys, and I really enjoy putting this one on. You have to tell me if you are already know this fragrance because I think Valentino Uomo Intense is quite more known nowadays because it's quite hyped in the fragrance community. I tried it, but I don't think it's that good, to be honest with you. I prefer like Dior Homme Intense because it's just such a gorgeous, timeless fragrance, and this one is, yeah, it's just something else, guys. It's just a little bit fresher, just a little bit more daytime, yeah, appropriate, and I really like to wear it. Valentino Uomo. Next up, I had to test the fragrance. So on the next day, I wore Woody Oud by Maison Alhambra. Um, I just released like yeah, how do you say it? A review of this fragrance on YouTube. Maybe you can, if you're interested, just watch this one. And this was quite impressive, guys. I'm not the biggest fan of dupe fragrances in general because I like to own the original one if it's possible. But with this, as I mentioned in the review, it's just Oud Wood is just watered down, guys. For me personally, I'm not willing to pay like 150, 170 euros for a watered down fragrance that doesn't last like more than 2 or 3 hours on my skin. Really enjoy the DNA itself, but guys, I'm not. I don't want to buy a fragrance that is such a sellout fragrance. And still, I went to some through some samples, and I really enjoyed wearing Tom Ford Oud Wood. But like I said, longevity is always an issue, and this one is just so cheap. I got it like for 20 euros, and it's just a gorgeous fragrance in general. It is really a nice dupe, if you can say that, because it's quite hilarious how they just dupe the whole fragrance with the bottle too. But in general, this is gorgeous stuff. You get like 95% the same like Tom Ford Oud Wood. Um, just a little, wood is a little bit fresher if you compare them side by side. It's a little bit fresher, a little bit denser than this, but in the air it's no different at all, and on skin too. I think this is gorgeous for the price, and you can't go wrong with this. I really enjoyed this when I wore this on Tuesday, Wednesday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Sorry, guys, on Wednesday, and yeah, you should try this out if you haven't tried Woody Oud. If you are a fan of Oud Wood, guys, it's really a nice fragrance. And I could still smell this in the nighttime or like after work. I still could smell myself with this one. Didn't had the chance that didn't happen with Oud Wood. So I think this is a good alternative if you are on the budget or if you just want to smell like Oud Wood without having to pay this high price tag. Woody Oud by Maison Alhambra. I think it's just like La Tafa, to be honest with you, but they call this themselves Maison Alhambra here. On Thursday, Thursday already. On It is Thursday. Sorry, guys. I'm a little bit um, tired today, but on Thursday I went with Pacha de Cartier Parfum, one of my favorite fragrances from last year or purchases from last year, guys. This is really good stuff. I enjoy this one so much. Every time I wear this, it's just a joy. This one, it was just like I left it after Christmas at my in my hometown at my mom's house because I had so many fragrances there that I had it was just too much to take with me to Cologne. So yeah, I left it there, and it was I regretted it really fast because this is such a beautiful fragrance for me. And now on Monday she visited me and she brought all my perfumes with me that I left there. So this was I really missed this one the last couple of weeks, and I was really happy to wear this again. And this is just so gorgeous, guys, because it has like this really nice green DNA, like a barbershop fragrance, but just a little bit different because um, this still has like a liquor note. I think it's rum in the opening, a little bit, yeah, it's just a little bit denser than your typical barbershop fragrance. And then you get this gorgeous patchouli dry down that is a little bit chocolatey, really gorgeous stuff. And a lot of lavender in here, I think, because it just never gets cloying. Even if this is a dense scent, this really stays fresh all the time. Gorgeous stuff. And I really enjoy this, guys. I'm sorry. I'm I just can highly recommend this for the winter time now. And on Thursday, I went with this one and I enjoyed it so much, guys. So if you haven't tried this one out, really try it because it's really gorgeous stuff. But just the parfum version, not the original. It's not just that good in my opinion. It's just a little bit harsh and really potent on the cumin note and a little bit, yeah, it just smells a little bit dated, and this is really modern stuff and gorgeous stuff, guys. Pacha de Cartier Parfum. And then I had the chance, or on Friday, it was a little bit warmer here. We have a really cloudy, cold, rainy January here in Cologne and in Germany in general. And it's a little bit depressing, but on Friday it was a little bit sunny and a little bit warmer, and I went with new fragrance, Kiet Al Fusan. I don't know how to pronounce it the right way, but this one is from the House of Latafa too, and it is gorgeous, guys. I bought this one because I bought Oud for Glory too. I wanted to try it, and I wanted to have free shipping. So I went with this one too, and it was like 17 euros. And I really have to make a review on this one, guys, because this is really special. Um, this is a gorgeous pineapple scent, but don't get me wrong, not your typical Creed Aventus kind of pineapple scent. This is really like just based on or just focused on the note of pineapple with some fruity berry nuances, and it's really like sweet and really photorealistic pineapple. Gorgeous, I think, for the summertime. Can't wait to wear this in the on a hotter day, or more like in the summer or springtime. I think this is more appropriate, but still you can wear this year round. And I think it's so gorgeous because it just doesn't try to dupe Creed Aventus like so many other fragrances or Mancera Cedar Blasé. I think this is a little bit in the same ballpark with Cedar Blasé because it has this nice sweetness. You really have to like sweet fragrances to like this one, but I think it's just such a happy scent, guys. I put this one on, and it just has the right amount of ambroxan. It's not that typical ambroxan bomb. This is smooth and just like a really nice pineapple, slightly woody scent, but it's just really it's pineapple and sweet, I would say. And I really enjoyed wearing this on Friday because it just makes me happy, and you're ready for a weekend, and that's just gorgeous stuff. And um, like I said, I can't wait for warmer days to come to wear this quite more often. This is Kayet Al Fursan by Latafa. And like I said, this is really unknown, I think, first, and then super cheap, guys. Like I said, I will do like a review on this one because I like it so much already. But um, if you're searching for this on the internet, you will find it for like 17, 18 euros, so under 20 euros. So it's not it's not expensive at all, and really, really nice, gorgeous stuff. Um, on Hey Yankee. Sorry, I'm not that good in fuck. So I can't say this stuff here, but I don't know if I can. How can I see you, Adam? Hey Yankee Doodle. It's cold here in New York. I want something very masculine. Any ideas? Um, yeah, like I said, I would go if you have if you know this one, Pacha de Cartier Parfum. This is really nice. Really nice stuff here. Because this is really masculine. You have like this gorgeous liquor note combined with this really masculine barbershop DNA, but not too much, Yaki. This is like more on the modern side, if you are afraid to smell like your grandpa. And then you have this gorgeous, little bit sensual dry down. So this is a really hidden gem, I think. Pacha de Cartier Parfum. If you want something different, I really, really enjoy Mancera's Black Gold too. What you get here, maybe something spicy. Spicy. I mean, you could, when you want something spicy or sweet, maybe musky. Okay, I mean, this is kind of musky if you're looking for something musk because here you get this gorgeous lavender note too, but combined with a lot of musk and oud and patchouli. But it's a little bit funky. So if you're more like if you want to be on the safe side, maybe this is not the perfect gem for you guy for you. But just give me a minute and I will think about it. Okay, guys, one more time. I'm really sorry if I don't see the chat all the time because it's quite hard to see because I never been live before. But Yankee, so I would. Oh God, sorry, man. If you have, if you heard of this one, it's really gorgeous. Moustache Eau de Parfum. Um, from Rogers, a cheapie. Really nice stuff, guys. This is really nice because here you get the spicy one. Here you get a lot of pepper, mandarin orange in the top, so it stays quite fresh. But then you have this slight rose accord and then a gorgeous vanilla amber dry down. So if you want to impress a girl, Yankee, go with this one. I think this is a good fit. For any occasion, and it's not too offensive. This stays more close to your skin, but still you can smell yourself. And when someone gives you a hug, she will smell you. And if you want to go a little bit sweeter, maybe a little bit more gourmandish, I'm always considering L'Homme Ideal Eau de Parfum. I think this is quite popular, but I think it's worth the hype because this is quite quite nice guy. I mean, you get this gorgeous cherry leather scent if you're wearing maybe a leather jacket tonight or like a nice suit or something like this. I don't know what kind of date you're going on, but then I would consider this one because I think a lot of women that I know like this one on me, and I think it's quite creative and a little bit spicy and dark and mysterious. Also, Prada Black. If you want to have a designer fragrance, I think this is gorgeous stuff. Like this gorgeous tonka bean with this slightly clean DNA of Prada is just such a beautiful thing to wear in the nighttime, in the wintertime, I think, because it's just always working so good. So maybe you know some of these fragrances and maybe you want to try them out. And like I said, if you want to get a little bit on a different take, or if you want something a little bit different, I would go with Pacha de Cartier because it's just so masculine and still so different, and or Black and Gold, which I really enjoy too. So I hope I could help you with your date, and good luck to you, Yankee. I hope you're having a good time tonight. um, and if you have any more questions, guys, or Yankee, if you feel like something else you want me to answer you for your date for when it comes to fragrances, just tell me. I will just continue with my thank you, appreciate your suggestions. Love it, yeah. Thank you, Yankee. Thank you a lot. That really means a lot to me because yeah, it's always nice to hear what you guys think about my videos or what you think in general and what are your opinion about scents. And I'm really always grateful to share fragrances with you guys. So Yankee, have a good time tonight. I don't know how what the time in New York now, but greetings from Cologne. It's already like really late here. So continuing on Saturday, I had to yeah had to go to a store and get some things done. And I went also Yankee. If you want a masculine scent for the daytime, if you want to impress a girl, okay, okay. So 3 p.m. Not that okay, so it's afternoon. Man, it's so hard because we don't have like PM and AM, and I'm always like, is it now after midday? Is it like afternoon or is it after midnight? But surely enough, if you want something, Yankee, if you're searching for something really masculine, you can also try this one. I don't own another Maison Francis Couture fragrance, but Masculine Perrier is really nice if you want this really nice barbershop DNA with a lot of lavender, but still something that is quite different and really modern. I really enjoy this one. I had a sample of this, I think, last year and didn't pull the trigger to really buy it, the full bottle, because it's quite, I mean, it's a little bit more expensive. Um, but before Christmas, I did, and I wore this in the Christmas time and in general in the daytime, guys. This is just gorgeous. It's such an upgrade to your typical like Dior Sauvage fragrance, because it has the same genre, just like it has like this fresh, crisp, masculine vibe, but it's still so different. I think this is really like really timeless, first of all, because it just combines the old world with the new world, what I really enjoy. This is more lavender based with vetiver, but still it has a gorgeous dry down, where it gets a little bit shower jelly, but in the best way possible. It really smells like a high-end shower gel, gorgeous stuff, and I really enjoy to wear this in the daytime. It just makes me feel so sophisticated and masculine, and you can also rock this in the nighttime, of course. But I think if you're looking for something entry niche level, if you are interested in something um, that's different than Layton by Parfums de Mali or what everyone else is telling you to buy if you want to go into niche. You could also buy this one because it's quite niche, but still so wearable. And I mean, a lot of people will like this one. And if you like lavender, this is a lavender bomb in the best way. Really smooth, really crisp, gorgeous stuff, guys. Masculine Pluriel. And in the nighttime, in the nighttime, sorry, I have to drink something. And then in the nighttime, we went, I went with my girlfriend to a concert and then to a little party. And I have a new fragrance in my collection that I had to try out, and it was Lattafa's Oud for Glory, another dupe fragrance. This one is a dupe to Oud for Greatness, sorry, Oud for Goodness, Oud for Greatness, of course, Oud for Greatness. And this one is really nice. I really enjoyed this one. This was a funny story too because I wasn't really sure what I should expect from this fragrance because I heard a lot of good stuff and I know some oud fragrances and they're all like really woody, really heavy on the oud or really light on the oud, and they're all like spicy, woody, and in this direction. And this is just so different because for me personally, I never tried the original, to be honest with you, but this one personally, this one personally smells to me like a darker or masculine version of Baccarat Rouge 540, which is really interesting because it has like this really nice sugary vibe that you have to enjoy if you like Baccarat Rouge 540. You know it. It's like this fluffy, sugary vibe combined with this woody woodiness in the background. Gorgeous stuff, in my opinion. Um, by the way, I've seen it somewhere. I will wait for the review and hopefully get. Hey, sorry, Skibiri. I didn't saw your comment. Yeah, get it, guy, get it. When I think you're talking about Kuwait Al Fursan. If you're talking about this one, get it, Skiri. This is a really nice one, really nice one. So back to this one. This is just gorgeous stuff. Because, like I said, it has like this feeling of Baccarat Rouge 540. But if you're not sure, I mean, I think Baccarat Rouge is so unisex, but some guys are just a little bit afraid to wear it because they think it's feminine. If you're a little bit afraid of this, go with this one, Oud for Glory. I think it's quite masculine, still so different. And I could smell myself the whole night. You shouldn't overspray with this one. 3 sprays is more than enough. And I love the dry down because it's really heavy on the saffron note in the beginning. You get the oud, get a lot of this sweetness, but in the dry down it gets more sweeter and more smooth, in my opinion. Of course, I mean this is like a clone. Maybe it's not that. I've heard that Oud for Greatness is a lot smoother, but that this one gets close to it. So I don't know about this one, but this gets really smooth in the dry down, and I really enjoyed the dry down after like 4 or 5 hours, this was gorgeous on my skin, and I could still smell myself the whole night. So this is quite potent, and I'm I'm really curious. I have to test this one a little bit more out more a little bit more. I have to test this a little bit more, but on the first impression, when I first wear, it was gorgeous and really different. So if you want a different scent, kind of scent, you could try to get this one. It's quite cheap. I got this for like 30 euros or 35 euros here in Germany, and I love the bottle design. To be honest with you, has a heavy cap, gorgeous bottle for like this price. And I'm not the biggest fan of dupe fragrances, but I think in this case, guys, you should consider buying maybe this first before you get like the initial fragrance Oud for Grace, and this, that is about 300 euros. So this is gorgeous stuff, really nice and now for the winter time, and makes you smell really different in the nighttime. I think it's nighttime appropriate than other fragrances. Um, so on Sunday, I've already shown this fragrance, but I haven't talked about it. This Moustache Eau de Parfum by Rojas, also a fragrance that I left at my mom's house over the Christmas days and New Year. I spent here in Cologne, and then I didn't have this one, the chance to wear this one, and I was really missing this one in Paso de Cartier. It's really curious when you are into fragrances how, oh man, my zero is going on. It's really cute. It's really funny how you can miss some fragrances, even if you have so many fragrances. I have like over like 60 fragrances or something like this, but still, I missed this one at Pacha de Cartier over this weeks, I think, or 2 weeks. But now on Monday, I got this one back and couldn't resist wearing this because I went like to an event with my girlfriend, and I think this is such a gorgeous weekend fragrance or fragrance in general for the cooler days because I have to spray it. It's already my scent of the day, so I can spray it. Um, because this is such a gorgeous combination of fresh and warm or spicy, warm and cozy notes. I think it's just a gorgeous fragrance because you have this nice mandarin orange in the opening combined with a lot of pepper. So you should, pink pepper, I think, is in here. So you have to like pink pepper, and then in the dry down it gets so cozy, sweet, but not too sweet because you have like this floral note of rose in there, which gives this such a nice touch. And then you have this gorgeous ambery vanilla dry down that I really enjoy. I think this is a gorgeous scent or signature scent in general. I think I mentioned this in my cheap signature scents video that I posted like a few days ago, and can just highly recommend this one, guys. The only thing really with this kind of fragrances is that you have to consider that it's quite heavy on the pepper in the beginning, and I know some people that don't like this kind of fragrances also with Terre d'Hermès or something like this. If you don't like Terre d'Hermès, the Eau de Toilette, I would not consider buying this maybe, but this is really classy, gentlemanly, gorgeous stuff. Also can be worn unisex, so a woman can pull this one off, but I think it's magic on a guy, and I loved to wear this on Sunday because it's not an offensive scent or something at all. Someone will just smell you when she or he comes close to you or gives you a hug, but it's still just gorgeous. Moustache Eau de Parfum, guys. Have you tried this one out? Maybe. I mean, you can find this. I'm not always sure because I have quite a few viewers from the States, and I'm not always sure if you can get the same fragrances that I get here in Germany. I always try to put all the fragrances down in the comments, down in the description, but I'm always like really sorry because uh, it's I think it's just for the European market in general. So maybe you can try to tell me your experience with this scent. In general, this is like here I get this for like 30 bucks. So it's really cheap, quite cheap here in Germany, and I think it dupes like YSL Tuxedo really nice. but it's a more wearable version of it. So if that sounds good to you, you should try this one. Also for a date, really appropriate, by the way. So, oh no, 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 man, it's so different to go live than do like a normal video. But I hope you guys or whoever watches this enjoys it. And I try to see the chat, but not quite sure. If you have any questions, guys, personally, I mean, I can also when it doesn't when it's not yeah for about my person or something like this, you can also ask me something else or otherwise I always glad to give you some advices with sense or yeah. I would be it would be really nice if you guys tell me what kind of signature scents or what kind of scents in general you wear. I always find it really interesting. Of course, people just watch my videos. Did you try La Ligue Ombre Noir? Not tried it yet, but is it possible that you told me about it before? Because I've seen, I think one of your comments under my videos below. Um, let's see it again. But I love the House of La Ligue in general. I think you talked about Ombre Noir in the comment. Um, my favorites are still like Ecus, which I really enjoy. Um, really, you ordered the Ecus one? Okay, that's that's still waiting for it. Oh man, yeah. I hope you enjoy this one. This is really nice. Um, maybe I can show it again. I mean, you know how it looks, but wait a minute. Ah. Okay. You were the one that okay. I'm really glad that I could help you. Yeah, because I was quite shocked when you told me that that this is really expensive at the place that you were looking for it. But I'm really happy that you found it for the good price because this is really cheap here in Germany in general. I got it for a really good price and I was really frightened if you told me that it was like 50 euros in the States, or I don't know where are you living. And when I can I ask you where you're from, then maybe because I'm really curious because Easy Cosmetics, I think that they will ship it everywhere, but I'm not quite sure where. Amanico Black. That's also really nice. I have to be honest that I haven't tried all the Armani coats yet, but I'm not the biggest fan of the Parfum version, which is quite new. I think it got some hype, but I don't know. It's just like the same like Aqua di Gio, what is Eau de Parfum, but the one I heard good things about this one, and the is it Profumo? Profumo is really nice too. Yeah, okay, I have to warn you. This one is not the best performer. The good thing about it is that you can wear it all year because it's not too dense for the summertime. But this is really something that you have to overspray a bit. I think performance is like average to low. But still, I think it's worth it because um, you can smell the spiciness still after a few hours, but I would say like 5 6 hours in general you get with this one still better than some Chanel fragrance or something like this. I also liked in the same ballpark. I always say like it's different, but Allure. I really like the Allure, the original one. Okay, that's really true. That's really true. Yeah, yeah. Gives you water is really bad. Um, I haven't tried so much. Barreiro is also a really little bit weird, right? Because they have like they're so hyped, but I don't think the fragrances are so good. I mean, Bal d'Afrique is really nice. I think I've tried this one, but a lot of other stuff from them, I'm not quite sure about if they're worth the price. So yeah, yeah, yeah. Bal d'Afrique is really nice. I think it's a really nice vetiver scent. Really different, really creative, and I think you won't be disappointed with this one too. It's really different and just reminds me of so many good memories from last year already. But like I said, I hope you're not too disappointed by the longevity. I mean, my skin is quite difficult sometimes. Maybe you're a little bit easier, but with me it's like 5, 6 hours. But when I wear this one, I always get like an atomizer with me if I want to do something in the evening too, and then I can respray because the scent is just gorgeous. I am just a big vetiver fan. It's one of my favorite notes in perfume, and this is really nice because it's spicy vetiver, just like in the same ballpark like Terre d'Hermès, but more like a Chanel fragrance. It's a little bit more like it really smells really luxurious in my opinion, and that's what I really like about this one. But I mean, not the best performing one, but still really nice. I hope you enjoy it, and please tell me in the when you get the fragrance how you like it or if you like it. I mean, I try to go live now maybe every week or every 2 weeks. Maybe if you're also online, then you can tell me your experience with the scent. Ah, okay. Yeah, I'm looking forward to you for your opinion because some of my friends already bought this fragrance after after they smelled it, and they are quite impressed. I'm also really quite impressed by Lalique in general because it's so funny that they are so. It's always like the prices are really high in the first couple of weeks after after release, and then they drop so low like this one or like Linsumi, which I also have you tried Linsumi yet? Linsumi is also really nice. Really nice fragrance. The only thing I didn't like was the Leon. So this one with the lion head was like really old school. So maybe you're also a fan of old schoolish fragrances, but it was really like really heavy on the citrus, but in a different way. It was really not my favorite thing. Okay, then I hope you then I hope you will like this La Ligue release. I think it is one of my favorites. Yeah, for me too. Encre Noir. I'm always a little bit unsure if a fragrance is a little bit too hyped, right? Because um, for me, that doesn't mean okay. Yeah, okay. Teremes, Eau Chivre, I also tried out. Really nice scent, really refreshing, I think, for the summertime, but also on I mean, you know the story, also on the longevity, not the best fragrance, but still, I think scent-wise, really nice and something really new. And that is what I really like about the Terre d'Hermès line, that they don't are not redundant like some Dior Sauvage, like the Dior Sauvage Eau de Parfum or something like this. I think Terre d'Hermès, when they release a new Terre d'Hermès, it's always something really different. That's what I also like about Terre d'Hermès Parfum. Really nice now for the winter time. I really enjoy this one too. Um, yeah, that's oh sorry. And back to Encre Noir. I mean, I think we are. Oops. Back to the Encre Noir. Encre Noir. Yeah. Okay. I think we're vibing on this. But Encre Noir is just like a little bit too hyped in my opinion. I tried a sample of it because it's also really cheap here. I don't know how it is in where you live, but for me, I mean, it is creative in a way because it's really smoky, but it's just smoky. So really be careful if you're not the biggest. I mean, in Telemes, I really like the smokiness, but it's just a nice smokiness. There, it's just like smoky and dark. Also, a dark scent that I really like is Tom Ford Noir, the Eau de Parfum. I got this for like a few weeks now, and this one I really enjoy because it's a little bit different. It's just like a really mysterious and masculine patchouli scent. I really enjoy this one, but Encore Noir is just like not my cup of tea because it's just too smoky, in my opinion, to be really versatile. I mean, it just depends on personal taste, but it's not my favorite fragrance. Um, but maybe you like it. You can also try it. But I'm always I mean, wow, yeah, that's really nice. Yeah, me too. I really enjoy this. Some people find it really spicy, Tom Ford Noir. I find it really interesting because it's not really spicy to me. I always just get the feeling of a of like a really velvety, nice evening out, or like a really posh room. Yeah, okay, that's you're right about this one. Yeah, the iris and the powderiness. I think the powderiness too is really nice on the Tom Ford Noir, and that's also. I mean, are you a fan of Tom Ford Noir Extreme? I don't know. Um, I'm not the biggest fan, to be honest. I like it, but I think Tom Ford Noir is so much more creative, to be honest, because the other one is also creative, but it's just sweet. And I think Tom Ford Noir, yeah, for me too. It's just too sweet. It's just like it just smells like candy in a really nice way. Of course, it's Tom Ford fragrance, but still, I think it's quite heavy on the sweetness. And yeah, I Tom Ford Noir is just like you said. I think it's just mysterious, nice in the wintertime now, and it's so it just smells like uh, I don't know how to say it, but this violet leaf combined. Not a fan of sweet fragrance. I'm still having a bit. What like Naxos Sergov? Yeah, I think Naxos Sergov. I tried this one. Um, I'm also not the biggest fan. But this one, Naxos Shadow, I like a little bit more because I like it's just quite creative if you think about tobacco and honey fragrances. I think they did done a really good job. I mean, it's out of Jadov, but I haven't yeah purchased a fragrance too or a bottle too because it's not my favorite style of fragrances. I think I think sweet fragrances in general are really hyped nowadays. I think the younger guys, I mean, I'm 29, but not that young anymore. But a lot of like 18, 19-year olds really want to have like just a sweet scent. I know this from the studio where I work too, when I have like clients that are quite younger. It's always like they're always wearing like something really sweet. I think it's just like depends on your taste. Also, Emporio Armani, like Stronger with You, man, I'm not a fan at all. I'm really not a fan at all. I know a lot of guys or girls are, but it's just like not my taste. I really enjoy more like fragrances. Have you tried this one? Pacha de Cartier Parfum. Such a nice fragrance. Scented Stories. Yeah, I know this. I know his channel. Yeah, it's really nice. And I think, uh, but I'm so curious because there are this good fragrances. Yeah, really try this one. Maybe sample this, or I don't know where you live, but I have samples here, and I would give you one for free if you if you are living somewhere in Europe or somewhere. But you really have to try this one because it's really nice. It's an eau de parfum, yeah. It's in parfum. Oh, you're in Belgium. Okay, I can send you one, maybe of course for free, because I got like 10 samples of this before I got this because I was really curious. I smelled this in a shop and I was like in the store and I was like, wow, what is this fragrance? And then I had to try it and there was like someone yeah, on eBay that just wanted to give me 10 samples, not one or two. So I have a lot of samples here, and then I liked it so much that I had to, or I wanted to have this bottle, it's an parfum, but it just feels more like an eau de parfum. It's not too dense or something. This is really a really nice, smooth fragrance, really creative because here, I mean, you have to like liquor because I think it's rum in here, and then you have this gorgeous, yeah, really masculine barbershoppy DNA combined with a lot of chocolatey patchouli. It's really nice because it gives it like a sensual feeling in the dry down, and the lavender in here makes this stay quite fresh. So this never gets cloying or something like this, because I yeah, this is really interesting. I think this is one of the my best pickups from last year. So Mihai, I hope I pronounce your name right. If you're searching for a really different scent, I would try this one out. I think in Belgium you will find it for sure. Or, like I said, I can send you a sample if you like to try this one because it's really nice and perform. This is a really good performing scent, not like Ecus. This is like 8, 9 hours. Okay, okay, yeah. This is really nice. I really had a bad experience with Oud Malaki. By Chopin. This was another fragrance. I don't know if you know it, um, but this was a scent a lot of people were talking about, and I really loved it when I first got it. Yeah, and oh man, maybe you made the same mistake, but with me it was like so funny. Okay, 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 okay. I'm thinking about it too now because it's so. I mean, on Christmas Day, or was it like the first? It has no performance. I think it has good performance. I made just a big mistake putting it on when we went to a dinner, and I was like because I was thinking the same. I was like, okay, maybe I won't. Okay, okay, okay. Maybe your one is expired. Uh, I was like, maybe someone won't smell me, so I put on a nice shirt, and then I sprayed like, oh, me too. I got it also from Martino. Wait, I show you my bottle. I mean, maybe all the bottles look the same, but this is my bottle. Uh, I mean, but the funny thing about this one was like that I put it on like with 6 sprays or something like this, and it was like crazy strong. And we went into the car, and my sister was like, "Man, what what kind of fragrance you wearing today?" And I was like, "Yeah, I mean, I like the DNA itself, but." Um, it was too strong. I really felt bad when we arrived at dinner, and then I had to wash it up. I washed it from my skin to be able to just sit there and enjoy the evening. And it's so funny about fragrances, right? Because when you have one bad experience, it's just like you you don't want to you don't want to wear it again. Would my life be Club Nuit intense and Supermancy not only intense by Afnan? Oh man, good that you say that. Supermancy, I really curious about this one. Is it Supermancy in Oud? Supermancy, not only intense. Is it okay? I don't think I know this one, but I'm thinking about not only intense Oud or something like this. I wanted to get this, but I heard this is like a little bit like Oud for Glory. Ah, it's not okay. It's a clone of Hashivat. Okay. So it's not a good clone. I'm I think when you're thinking like this, it's not a good clone. But I love Hachivat. I love Hachivat. It's one of my favorite fragrances. I mean, okay, Hachivat and Aventus. I'm not sure. I mean, I don't know what's your opinion about Aventus anymore. The yeah, the friend of my mother is wearing it all the time, so I could try it out for myself. And I think this is a really nice batch from 28 or 2017, 28, 2018 or 2017 or 16. I don't know. But oh, my my AirPods are, but I like it, but I think Nishane Hachiwara is so much better, so much better. I always think like this. It's just so much more creative. I like the freshness in Aventus, but that's all. That's really all I can say. I will never buy clowns again. Yeah, me too. Mustache by Rogers. Like I said, worn it yesterday. Loved it. To be honest with you, again and again and again. I haven't worn it for quite some weeks, but I think it's a gorgeous scent, and in this case, it's more wearable um, than Tuxedo by YSL, which is this is a clone of. But in general, I'm the same. I think they like the same. I'm always like considering clone fragrances, and then I'm thinking like maybe I really want to get the original. The only really good clone. I mean, I made a video out of this. Was like Woody Oud. I mean, what is? I mean, it's just a good clone because it just smells really close to oud wood, I think, and also this is a scent that doesn't smell cheap at all. So that's what I really enjoy about this scent too. Yeah. Ah, okay. You saw it already. Okay. I hope you liked the video. I mean, I always try to just speak about every fragrance um, that I get. I'm not the best in just making single reviews about just one fragrance, but I try to get better at it because I think it's really interesting sometimes for people more to see, yeah, to see more of one fragrance than just always like a list of fragrances, right? Because you can go a little bit more into depth, yeah, and talk a little bit more about your experience. Carved oud vitamin and oud wood alternative. Yeah, I tried it. It's really nice because the good thing about carved oud is that it is has good performance. So that's a good one. Really, really like. I mean, I think you already know Nishani Hachi, but I mean, it's the same ballpark like with performance. Really mm, outstanding performance, but you just have to be a little bit, yeah, the smell is just a little bit different. It just really smells like oud wood is a little bit more fresher. That sounds really hilarious for a dried woody smell, I would say. Okay, but just received a message, sorry, but but it just a little bit different. So don't expect oud wood as the scent when you get like half oud. It's just when you think about oud wood, you would get when you have like this dried wood that you get in oud wood and just let it lay on a beach in the sun for over like yeah, a day or two, you would get carved wood. So it's even more dry and it's a little bit more like it smells like a hot stone for me personally, but in the best way possible. So it's really nice scent. I don't want to, yeah, to 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 sound a little bit pessimistic or something. It's really nice scent, but it's not a dupe or something like this of oud wood if you're looking for one. But try it; it's really nice. I think this is also a fragrance that's worth the hype. But for me, I'm always a little bit, yeah, not sure about scents that are so expensive because as here, this is a scent that you get in Germany just under 190 euros, not under 190 euros or 200 euros. So it's quite expensive and you really have to like it, right? So yeah, that's my experience. But also for carved wood, I saw like another, they also have a good good dupe fragrance of carved oud that is around 40 euros. If you want to try this one first, but I'm not quite sure about the name now. And like I said, I'm also like you. I'm not the biggest dupe fan. I'm just like I like some of them. Also, do you know Blue? How is it? Turati Blue by Afnan? I think I tried Tiger by Bulgari in the store once, which I adore. The bottle, yeah, just the design of the bottle is just gorgeous. But I mean, it's so overpriced, like 350 euros or something like this. And I've heard is Woody Oud closer than Count Oud? Yes, it is. That's the funny thing about it. It's really uh this one. Oh man, my battery's going low. This one is so close to Woodwood, so close. But I don't want to say it's better, right? Because if I got it from the Latafa website, you can just click on the link. Also, like Easy Cosmetics, maybe it works, but I think this will work because you can just the link in the video description of the video I posted today. There is like the link to the Latafa website. It's like 19 euros at the moment, so really, really cheap. And yeah, I don't want to sound like a salesman, but I think it's quite worth it because I mean it's just like you get just the same vibe. I think like I said in the video, I really love Tom Ford Wood, but for me it's not worth the price anymore because it's just like water, right? It really like I mean I can spray as many sprays as I want. I get no performance out of it, and it's crazy because I know some older guys that tell me that Oud yeah, was in the beginning so strong and so different, and this is so sad to hear. I mean, it's the same with Creed Aventus, but I don't get why they do this because they are like high-end brands that shouldn't do something like this. We get cancer from these cheap clones. Yeah, I hope not. I mean, you just have to think it like this. I mean, 5 or 6 years ago, a clone would be really synthetic and smell like alcohol or something like this. This, for example, if you put on this, it just really smells like wood from the beginning on. It's nothing synthetic or cheap smelling about it. And that's really impressive in my opinion because they've gone a long way to get this one's right. And I think it's just outstanding nowadays what some clone houses are able to do, even if it's not the best for like the art, right? Because I mean, still for me, fragrances in general are a kind of art, or someone has had some thought that he wanted to put in a fragrance, and you just destroy it, or not destroy it, but you just think, okay, I do it like 10 times the price, and that's it, right? I think that's really not romantic at all for a fragrance lover. But I mean, sometimes, like with this kind of fragrances where they just sell, they're on a sellout trip with like the original, I think like I don't give a right. So it's just yeah, you just have to think it like this. But there are so many good fragrances out there nowadays that it's really hard to pick one, or like you said, like carved oud also is just also different, and I think that is not really copy or dupe. It's more like something that you get an idea of something like Nishani Hachi, but from Aventus you have like the idea of pineapple and woods that you really like, and you make your own thing about it. What I really enjoy about Nishani Hachivat, for example, is that it gets so mossy and so masculine in the best way possible, right? It's just like something that smells really different than your typical clones, like Explorer or something. You really smell the quality in Nishani Hachivat. And the next one from Nishane that I really want to try is Nishane's Ani. That's one where I'm not quite sure because I never tried it, and I have heard that it's vanilla based. And um, yeah, really, really try it. I mean, this is like a high beast, I know, Mihai, but it's so different. It's really, really different, and I think maybe you saw the video. Yeah, that's Wulong Cha is a really nice tea-based fragrance. I've tried this one once as a sample. Really liked it. I mean, I'm not the most, yeah, not the biggest fan of tea-based fragrances, but this one is really nice. Have you tried Bulgari Pour Homme Extreme? This is also a really nice white tea fragrance. Really adore this fragrance too. It was like the signature scent of my father. I have it here too. Really, really nice fragrance. I think it's so different because it has like this white tea note combined with green notes, still stays masculine and fresh. I really, really adore the fragrance. Just can't wear it so much because it just like always reminds me of my father, right? In the best way. But yeah, I want to do a video about my whole collection. I mean, I hope you would be interested. I mean, where I maybe feature every fragrance from my collection in just a few words. I've thought about this one, or like, okay, that's nice. Glad to hear that. Or like just show them and just tell you what kind of fragrance there is. But it's not too much. I mean, just depends how you see it. I mean, I have like 60 fragrances or 70 now. I don't know. I think it's too much for a normal person, but for like an fragrance enthusiast, it's not that much. But still, I want to show you guys. Of course, I want to show you my whole collection if you're interested in that. And like I said, if you have any other questions regarding fragrances or something like this, just ask me. I'm always glad to help you. Yeah, what do I want to say? Nishane Hachivat and then Bulgari Purom. Like I said, Bulgari Purom also such a nice fragrance. Um, that I think is discontinued, but you still can get it from some places. And guys, this is gorgeous stuff. But maybe you know the story. If you have someone close to you who wears a fragrance, it's always also like with Dior Sauvage Elixir, which is the only one. I would like to buy Layton exclusive. Hmm. Wow, that's a what's your favorite season to wear fragrances? Oh, Revolver. I saw a really nice comment of you today. Thank you a lot for by the way, thank you a lot for your nice comment under Cedra Boisé. I hope you will enjoy the fragrance when it arrives. Um, my favorite, sorry, I'm a little bit fair season to wear fragrances. I think the best, okay, maybe as more first Mihai, because Leighton exclusive, really, really nice choice. I think it's quite more in deep than Leighton. I really like Leighton, but Leighton is really like really mainstreamy in my opinion with good performance. And the other one, the other one was Grand Syrah. Also, oops, Grand Syrah also really, really nice amber-based fragrance that yeah, you just have to like amber in particular to really enjoy the fragrance, but it's really high upper class. So I think it's not an easy wear fragrance. So this one you really have to dress up. Goan Soir. It's a really nice nighttime special occasion scent to wear. But good choices, man. Good choices. I have a sample of Grand Soir. I quite enjoy it. It's really French, and maybe sometimes I'm a little bit more into Italian perfumery than in French perfumery because if it's too French, I don't sometimes don't like it that much. But ambery fragrances in general are gorgeous, and if you like ambery fragrances, you also can try uh, sorry, how is it called? By the way, I put Masculine Pluriel on the list now. Yeah, try it. Try Masculine Pluriel. Revolver. So now I wanted to. My favorite seasons to wear fragrances are um, autumn and spring because it's you can go with a lot of fragrances there because you can go a little bit sweeter. You can have like a little bit more woods here or summer or more summery fragrances there already. And in the autumn time too, you have like cooler days and warmer days, and you can switch a little bit more than now in the winter time where it's just like cold and you can sit there and you don't know what to really to apply if you want something that lasts, right? So summer I also quite enjoy to wear summer fragrances then, but in summer I think what I like about summer is summer nights because there you can see a fragrance develop in the heat, and it's really nice if you go out with your girl or something like this and have a nice day. That's what I really enjoy, but I would say autumn and spring are my favorite seasons. And yours? I mean, everyone can share their opinion. Um, but to go back to Masculine Pluriel, this is a really nice try, guy. If you if you like things, to do it like this because battery is low. Yeah, I wanted to give you an yeah, I'm trying to come up Wake Up World by what's the name of the brand? Man, I have to look it up. Wait a minute. Sorry about this stuff here. Wait. Yeah, it's Palmois de Parfum. I don't know if you know. I think this is a quite an underrated and not so known house, but this is if you know Laura Biagiotti's Uomo Roma from the 90s or like the 2000s. This is also a really nice and really nice because you have amber in the base, but this is more like a fresh version. If you like want to have a fresh ambery scent, this is really nice because you can wear this in the daytime. This has fresh apple. Yeah, check it out. It's really nice. I think it is from the same perfumer that did the fragrances from the 90s, but now it's his own brand, Palmade de Parfum. So it's quite more strong, and you can get it for like 90 euros or something like this. You should really check this one out. It's such an underrated scent, but you have to like the combination of green apple and amber. So it's sweet and fresh, but gorgeous for spring and autumn time. Revolver, by the way. So something that I really enjoy in these two seasons. And Revolver, I don't know if you're still there. Are you still there? Because, oh man, I try to change the setup a little bit to stream a bit longer. Okay, it's not possible like this. Yes. Um, okay, you're still there. Nice. Um, because just wanted to share this one with you because you talked about Mancera fragrances. This one is really nice too, black gold. But I think I don't know what kind of fragrances you wear in general. Yeah, I have Acqua di Parma Colonia. I would go with Acqua di Parma Colonia Essenza. I like it a little bit more because I don't know which kind of fragrances you like, but Acqua di Parma Colonia Essenza is a little bit more modern and creamy. But I have, yeah, I like Italian fragrances in general a lot, and this is one of the most best Italian fragrances you can get, Acqua di Parma. In general, it's such a nice, really high quality house. Also, the oud fragrances from them are really nice, but Acqua di Parma Colonia or Acqua di Parma Colonia Essenza are really safe bets, and if you want something different, it's really nice. I don't know how old you are. It's a little bit more mature, the fragrance. If you like that kind of fragrances, it's not sweet at all. It's really like fresh, crisp, masculine. So you have to like that. But I think it's one of the best when it comes to this cologne style fragrances. Because funny story, it's called, I don't know if you know it, but it's called Eau de Cologne because the first cologne that's ever created was created in Cologne, here where I live. I didn't know that before, but it was just like an Italian guy that was missing yeah, his, was missing Italy, and he created like, a fragrance that reminds him of an Italian morning, and that was like the first cologne, this 4711 that you see somewhere, or Farina, maybe you know this, and Acqua di Parma Colonia is a little bit in the same ballpark, but higher quality. So Revolver, if you are interested in Acqua di Parma Colonia, I would try Essenza or the original Acqua di Colonia, but the performance on Essenza is quite better. So if you're thinking about Acqua di Colonia, the original one, no, really nice warm weather. Uh, Acqua di Colonia Essenza. Had it on vacation in Italy. I went to a vacation in Italy. It was really hot, and I wore Acqua di Parma Colonia Essenza always in the heat, in the daytime. Really, really nice daytime scent. And also you can wear it in the nighttime too. Really smells like an Italian gentleman, but in a really, like, not in a macho way. I don't know how to say it in English, but not in a pasha way or something like this. But it has like, it is sexy too. A woman love it too. You just have to be really you confident to wear it because it's quite mature, but really nice fragrance, and really natural smelling, really nice natural smelling fragrance. And like I said, Acqua di Colonia, the original is also good, but a little bit more fleeting and not that creamy. The Essenza one is slightly creamy in the dry down, but still stays really fresh. Really, really nice one. And this one also, I mean, I don't know. I just tried the Intense Cafe too by Mancera. If you thinking about another Mancera fragrance, I have a really nice dupe of this one that is around 15 euros. I don't know where you live, but this is really nice if you want something in the same ballpark or want to try it out before you spend that much money because it's really close. I really enjoy that one. If you want a rosy oud scent, but also quite unisex. I don't know which kind of fragrances you like. And this one also I really enjoy Black Gold, but it's more like for an evening out because it's so different. You get like this nice clean smell. Yeah, what I mean, sorry, but Mancera and Montal are the same brand. Sorry, but Montal is the right. You're right. Montal, Intense Cafe, right? But Mancera is just a group of Montal, so it's the same fragrance house. Yeah, and Black Gold, like I said, is really nice too. You always get good performance out of Manceras. Also, Hindu Kush is really nice, but it has like a cannabis note in there, and it's slightly spicy. So you have to like a spicy scent with this green aspects. It's quite different. Yeah. Okay. So overall, I hope you will like Cedar Bosé, but I think there's not something in there that you won't like at all. It's just so likable, versatile, and like I said, I from all these fruity slash pineapple woody fragrances, it's by far my favorite fragrance, because it's a little bit more playful than Explorer or Aventus even, and you still have this fruity, you have fruity aspects, and you have this woody, sweet, dry down with a little bit of smoke, and that's really gorgeous. Much better than the intense version that got hyped so much, but the intense version is just woody, and that's it. And the normal Cera Bosé has the eau de parfum has like a little bit more to it, and I really like the opening, and it's a gorgeous year-round fragrance. So I think you will like it for sure. It's really nice, and you will get a lot of compliments with it if it's something you're looking for. So I mean, it's not it's never bad to get a compliment from somebody, or that someone says you smell good. So really nice choice. And I've talked about this before. I hope I really want to make more like single reviews of fragrances like this one on Cedra Bosé. Eau de Parfum by Cartier. No. Really Pasha de Cartier. It really, they have a lot of fragrances, so you have to be a little bit careful. It's just like this flanker, and it has to say parfum there. It's really hard to see, but um, Pasha de Cartier Parfum. I hope you find a good price, because this is also really, sometimes you have to wait a bit. Okay, good, Mihai. Sometimes we have to wait a bit to get a good price. Also with Mancera, Cedar Boson, or something like this. Enjoy fragrance that work and work. I'm not able to. Yeah, Aqua di Colonia Essenza, or I have two more options for you. Also, one. Okay, I have to. Sorry, guys. So, this one I talked about it in the beginning because I wore this week. If you like this pineapple vibe, you can also try this one. This is a Lattafa fragrance for 17 euros, so it's easier blind buy worthy fragrance. It's Kayet Al Fursan. It also magnetic cap. I don't know how they do it, but this is a really nice one just for the summertime or for the springtime, because here you get like a photorealistic pineapple smell with the sweetness of Mancera Cedar Bosé. So you just don't have a woody aspect to it. It's still really nice. Ambroxan in there a little bit, so it's amplified. So longevity is amplified, and I really enjoyed this on Friday because it's such a happy scent. This is really makes you happy because I love pineapple, and this is really nice, like 100% realistic pineapple. Yeah, that's quite a high price tag. It does, Revolver. It does. I wore it to the office, and to the studio where I work, and I could smell it for like 8 hours. 8 hours, and you can easily overspray, and it's not too harsh because the projection is not beastly, but the longevity is really good on this one. Really underrated scent. I think I want to make a review on this one soon too, because I think this one is quite interesting, guys. I never heard of it before. Just was like a blind buy on Latino too, because I had to get like to 50 euros to get free shipping. So I went with this one with Oud for Glory, and it's gorgeous. Really gorgeous. LV, nice to see you. I think I saw some comments from you under some videos for me too. Check out. Oh man, I'm so bad at going live. Sorry, guys. Check out. Juliet has a gun, not a perfume. It's marketed for women, but it's really nice, clean. Yeah, I've heard that, and I know a woman that likes to wear it. Um, and I can imagine that being a really nice one on a man too, LV. Yeah, put it on your list. Um, that's really nice. And I don't know if you know the Molecule or One or something like this. We have like something in the same range from like a German perfume house. I think it's a little bit overrated because I have ISO Isipta here as I've bought like uh, raw materials, and also ISO Super. I mean, it's not a raw material, but you can get it way cheaper, and it's the same. So if you want to boost some longevity on your fragrances, but I heard I really like it on her, so I can see what you mean with it working really good on a man too. I really like this idea of having a perfume, even if you don't love the typical perfume notes, right? So that's really nice. Also, what I wanted to show you guys, I think I've for summer scents in general, or I don't know if you know this one, Citron Noir by Hermes. Gorgeous scent. I can show you the bottle soon. It's standing over there, but it's a gorgeous scent because you have like a really um, yeah, photorealistic lemon smell combined with some smoky notes, but just in the right amount. This smells so good and so realistic, like you really peeled a lemon and you can smell it from your hands. And I love the smell of lemon in the summertime. And this is also one to consider, but it's a little bit more expensive, like 80 euros, and it's an eau de cologne, but it performs. I tried it in the wintertime, and it performs like an eau de toilette, I would say. It's quite good, and it smells really nice. All already like just in the same ballpark with Bohemian Lime, smelling like a cocktail, like a lemony cocktail with some crushed sugar, brown sugar in there. Really nice stuff, guys. Do you have any other questions or something? I will see. Okay, I can show you Citron Noir. Maybe. I mean it. Wait. Let's do it like this. Ah, and one I've okay, and one I've not mentioned yet is Allure Homme Edition Blanche, of course, for the summertime. But Revolver, just remember, this has not the best longevity, so I would consider like other fragrances before it. But scent-wise, I love this one. This is empty already. I've sprayed this 50 ml in the summertime last summer. Got a backup bottle because I love the smell so much. And this is Citron Noir, Eau de Citron Noir, of course. But this is also so gorgeous. Reminds me of Mathieu Premier Bois. How's it called? Also something with woods, bois. So the Mathieu Premier is quite more expensive, and this one is still expensive but good. Yeah, sadly, it's also really nice. Wait, I have to see what you guys. Season question. I would like to experience. A clear clone of Ombre Noir code. Do not spread my. Oh man, that sounds terrible. I mean, not terrible, but so I like leather and some. Why? Okay, so is it still good, or did you enjoy it, Mihai, or is it like something that you wish you would never tried? I've never tried, but Ombre Nomad is still something I've never. There's so much talk about Ombre Nomad. I never tried something, but I heard that it's quite controversial, right? Yeah, yeah, that's I'm thinking the same sometimes because you're thinking, okay, maybe if I can try this one if it's really cold, and then you think, okay, it's not cold enough to wear this kind of fragrance. I mean, some fragrances are just nuclear. I don't know what people are thinking creating that kind of fragrances, but in general, Adlio Edition Blanche is very good. I use mine sparingly. Yeah, LV, really nice. I never tried lemon meringue pie, but I think it smells really nice because you have this quite edgy lemony smell with um, this vanilla facet to it. Really, really nice stuff. Okay, wait. I like this eccentric thing, but let's try the success, for example. Yeah, I see what you mean, man. With some people, it's really artistic. Yeah, I mean, and sometimes I'm just thinking, when should I really wear this kind of nuclear fragrances, right? Because for me, also when I want to do something in the nighttime, I come home from the office, I wore something already, and that's what I really love in the summertime about things like Allure or Audition Blanche, or different things that I can overspray in the daytime, come home and just spray something else, and it's okay. And with some of these nuclear fragrances, you just can't get rid of them. And when I go somewhere where I don't know people that much, um, yeah, and don't know people that much, and then you go there and you choke everyone out. I mean, that's not the point, right? I have 100 ml. Oh man, yeah. Try to get. I mean, you will have this bottle for the next 20 years, I think. I mean, some fragrances are just crazy, crazy. Also with this one, I mean, it's also a clone, but Oud for Glory that I received some days ago. Um, it's also, I think, 100 ml, and I don't know how many years I will have this one, because you can't spray more than 2 or 3 sprays. Alisa tomorrow. Take care. Scent for tomorrow. Village Prom. Man, good scent for a fresh start in the day, guys. LV, thank you so much for tuning in. Have a good sleep and see you next time. Right? I try to go live every week now, or every 2 weeks. So, yeah. Thank you a lot. Glad you tuned in. Have a nice night or good sleep. Yeah. The other was also a fragrance. I mean, I don't know which one you're talking about now, but I think the original one. And I think if you're not a fan of Ambroxan, and you're sitting with someone who doesn't like Ambroxan, you have a really big. He's or she having a really big problem. Also, guys, what I really think about, what is really crazy, for example, EDT, yeah, but they reformulated it, and now it's not that strong anymore, so you can't really choke them out, or you spray like 20 or 30 times. Because my best friend was wearing this as signature before he got like the elixir one, and yeah, I could smell him, but it was not that intense that as I remembered it to be. But he bought it like last year, so I think it's like a 2021 formulation. And the elixir one is really funny, because it's so funny, because I talked about it with the Bulgari Puom, which I really enjoy. Also with the elixir, it's so hard for me to wear this kind of fragrances now, when you have someone in your life that you see or you meet a lot of times, and he or she is wearing it as a signature. I just can't really wear this fragrance so much, because I'm not feeling it. I don't know. I really enjoy it on other people, but for myself, I can't wear them so regularly then. But I like Dior Sauvage Elixir. You just see the influence of Maison Francis Kurkdjian already, who will be, I think, head, however you will call it, perfume on Dior, and I think it's really creative and such a masterpiece already. Yeah, good stuff. But let me see. Did you did you smell Plum Up Japanese by Tom Ford? Yeah, I've smelled it, and I'm a Plum fan. It was a little bit too much for me personally, but um, but it's not just my cup of tea. I'm more like a fig guy than a plum guy. I love fig fragrances, but from the from the creation itself, it's gorgeous. I think it's gorgeous, and
I think it's unisex, right? Think I've got my sample to someone else, to a female friend of me, and she was wearing it, and it was really nice. Yeah, Gris Chanel is also really hyped. I like this one too. I never tried this one, sorry. Um, but I have Mabosa Une Histoire de l'Homme Irrésistible, which I really, really adore. I don't know if you guys know this one. Maybe you should put it on your list too, because this is gorgeous stuff. It's also like 19 euros. Yeah, I heard that the Gris Chanel is really really unisex, and then the of course yeah the X-ray version is a little bit more masculine, right? I don't know which kind of notes are amped up in the X-ray version that make it more manly, but I've heard that it's a really really nice fragrance. But it's also quite expensive, right? I have to get my nose on it because I heard so many good stuff about it. And wait, I don't want to. Yeah, Bulgari Puhom is just Bulgari Puhom is lovely tea. We talked about Nishanes. Mihai, which fragrance was it? Like we talked about another Nishane fragrance. I don't get it now, but also a tea-based fragrance. But Bulgari Puhom, I mean, it's more affordable and really really nice, clean white tea fragrance. I adore it. But it was like the signature scent of my father, so I like it, and I like to oolong cha. Thank you a lot. Yeah, oolong cha, great one too. But I think, of course, a little bit higher quality. But Bulgari is also such an underrated house. I think I don't love their essence. Yeah, flankers so much. I think Ter Essence de Terre, or I don't know the real name, but I've tried the ice cold one. It was not my favorite. It was like just a barber shoppy scent in a way, but in yeah, not my favorite kind of fragrances. But their tea-based fragrances are gorgeous, and my mother also wore quite a bit of Bulgari fragrance that is in a green bottle for women that was gorgeous too. Also tea-based, really nice tea-based fragrances, and really underrated house in general. I think Bulgari. And also, the design of their high-end line is just gorgeous. Like it's just art, but it's just overpriced for the scent you get, right? Mia, it's so nice to chat with you, by the way. Thank you for all your comments here. I mean, um, it amps up the. Okay, I'm really curious. Greece. I really have to know that too, because Greece Chanel. I've heard so much about BDK Greece Chanel, and I've never tried it. But I have to. It's so funny because now in the beginning of this year, I was a little bit more into, yeah, not like just clones, but like a little bit more cheap fragrances. Again, yeah, it was so nice to chat with you guys. Thank you, Revolver. And like I said, I hope you will like your fragrance purchase, and really tell me maybe next week when I go live, or maybe under a video of mine if you want to make a comment how you enjoyed Cedra Rosé, or if you not enjoyed Cedra Rosé, right? Um, it's awesome to interact with you. Yeah, me too, guys. That's I've I was a little bit afraid of going live because I know not everyone has time when you just go live, or don't know what to do. But I really care about the connection to you guys, because I want to know what kind of fragrance you like. If you want some suggestions from me, or if you have some tips from me too, because I mean I'm not perfect at all when it comes to fragrances. I'm just into fragrances a lot, and it's so nice to interact with you guys, and have and to interact live with you, and yeah, talk to you in person. So I really enjoy this kind of contact, and I think I will do this now every Monday, because I have free on Monday, but I have a lot of to do on Mondays, and I always have just time in the evening. But I really enjoy going live with you guys and seeing you. Revolver, thank you a lot too. Really, it was really a pleasure seeing you. I mean, I can go a little bit longer if you want to, but I don't know if you have some topics to talk, because I think I mentioned a lot already. But I'm thinking about something. Yeah, and what I would be really interested, where so I know, Mihai, where are you from? But Revolver, where are you from? Can I ask you, where are you from? The States, or are you from Europe, or are you from where are you watching this live stream? That would be really, I'm really curious where all the people are coming from all the time, because you just see it right in the YouTube channel and analytics, that some of you are from the US, some of you are from Germany, some of you are from Belgium, but it's never said like you are, and I don't know where are you particularly from, right? And wow, nice. Croatia. I love Croatia. I mean, I've been there for 2 times. Just on the other end of the, yeah, just close to Venezia, right? But on the Croatian side, I was staying there like 4 years ago for like 3 weeks, and I really enjoyed Croatia. Really, really nice coastline. I really enjoyed. So greetings to Croatia. Maybe you have better weather there than here in Cologne. Here it's like so grim, and yeah, it's just like winter, guys. But I can't wait for spring to come. Also, like for my favorite fragrances, like Terre d'Hermès, EDT is another tuxedo clone. Did you try it? No, I saw like Turati Brown as a, yeah, for sure. Do it, Revolver. I'm really curious to hear your thoughts about it. I hope you enjoy it. And Mihai, did you try it? Curious about how they compares with Moustache. No, I never tried it. I saw, what's the name? Turati Brown, not Turati Blue. Should be also a Moustache clone, but I've never tried it before. It's for me, it's just like so. I love this one so much already, because it's so easy to wear, and I've it's so smooth and good, that I don't want. I'm not craving to another dupe of Tuxedo, and I know Tuxedo as a fragrance, and I like it, but I think Tuxedo is just also a fragrance that's quite hyped, and it's so hard to wear. I mean, if you're not wearing a suit, and if you're not wearing a suit, you can't really wear a tuxedo, in my opinion. Um, yeah, man. Oh man, I'm really sometimes okay. Yeah, Telemes, my favorite fragrances of all. I think one of my favorite fragrances of all time. If I will make a video of my favorite fragrance of all time, be sure to see Telemes really far on the top there. I mean, it's just, I don't know what's for a designer fragrance. It's always so different. That's what I really enjoy about it. It's just like so gorgeous and unique, and still so mass appealing. And I know some people don't like it from smell wise, but it just for me it's one of the best scents. And for me it was Sniff. Would really love at first sniff. And this is also like, sometimes YouTube can be a little bit of putting, or I don't know how to say it in the right way, but so many people were talking like Terra MS is so mature, and you just can wear it with a suit. And then I got it, and I was like, it's not for me. It's not smelling like dirty orange at all. It's really smooth, clean vetiver sand with a little bit of smoke. And then I could wear. It's so casual. It's also so casual. You can wear it wherever you want. I mean, my girlfriend loves Terra MS on me. It's her favorite perfume, I think, of all time for men, and for me, it's such a masterpiece. I really, really enjoy it. But also the perfume was something that I really enjoyed now in the wintertime because it is just a little bit denser without really being the dense. It's just more condensed, the Terra MS DNA more condensed and a little bit more barbershoppy in my opinion. And the EDT is a little bit more sexy and like playful, I would say. What I really enjoy in like autumn, spring, and summer. Yeah, it is a statement maker. It's really like something that not everyone is wearing because some people are afraid of wearing it. I smelled Xilla was in a store in the Netherlands. Oops, wait. It's like a fresh Aventus for the summer. I'm not sure if I need it if I have Aventus. I would not say it's the same because in the store you won't find the real differences, of course, but it's quite different in the way that it's more fruity, woody, sweet. It's quite more sweet than Aventus. And I wore Cera Rosé as a signature scent last 1 year ago. Like in January and February, I got it and I loved it so much from the beginning on that I wore it because it's good in the cooler months because it's so dense, right? It's really, you can wear it in cooler days and in warmer days. I think Aventus is more appropriate for summertime, to be honest. I think I would wear Aventus in the daytime and Cedra Posé in the nighttime, but I think it's maybe quite redundant because Aventus is so refined and you don't need really Cedra Posé then. It's just a little bit different. And what you also have to be sure of that Cedra Posé is always, like Mancera fragrances in general, are a little bit synthetic in the best way possible. Yeah, Revolver. I mean, with Aventus, it just depends, right? Um, some people, some people just love it, and they don't care about the price. Some people say, okay, it's just cloned so much that you don't need it anymore. Uh, yeah, every event is different. That's right. Like I said, I have smelled two batches. One was really good that the boyfriend of my mom is wearing at the moment. That one is really nice because it's fresh and still smoky. Yeah, and now it's so watered down already. The new batches are just bad, I think. Not worth like 300 euros or what the prices are. It's just like ridiculous, I think. And I don't know why Creed is doing this because Creed is such a good niche house and they're ruining a little bit their name, I think, at the moment. But I mean, it's their cup of tea, so they should do whatever they want. But I think it's quite a sellout with Aventus nowadays. But yeah, you're right. If you have a good batch, Aventus is really nice. But I think Aventus is really more pleasant to men than to women because when I wear Creed Aventus, I never get really any go, reactions from women, and Mancera Cedra Rosé is more like something more sweet, maybe a little bit seductive and more playful. Maybe that's why women like it a little bit more than me. I don't know. I like them both. Both are really good. And Aventus, I also tried, yeah, and also I tried Aventus Cologne, which was really nice for the summertime. I don't want to buy it, I think, but that was really nice. I didn't expect it to be that good, to be honest. So Aventus Cologne also good choice. Also, yeah, like I said, I'm really looking forward to try out this Alfursan a little bit more because, like I said, this it's so crazy, guys. If you smell this, it really smells like it really smells like a pineapple that you just cut off and you want to eat. So it's crazy good. I think it's really so underrated. Not anyone is speaking about this fragrance that it's so good. And it's not a clone. It's Lattafa, but it's not a clone. So is there any other fragrance I want to have I answered your questions? I see there's a new interview. Yeah, Revolver, please don't worry about Aventus. Go with Cedar Basé. I don't know what if you have any other fragrances yet, or if you're having a collection already, but just Aventus is also like so many other, like Baccarat Rouge. They are just some hype beasts in the community. I really enjoy them, but I think you don't have to own all the fragrances to be happy. And the Lattafa one is Quiet Alfursan. I don't know if you can see it, but if you type in Alfursan, with Lattafa, you will find it. It's like this bottle with the magnetic cap. Really nice quality for the price. So a good addition to Cedra Bosé, I would say, for the really hot days. Maybe if you want in Croatia, if you want to have something that is a little bit maybe more playful for a party, even more playful than Cedra Bosé, or if you want to have something for the beach or something like this, I think this is gorgeous. So you can, yeah, no problem. You can try. Let me see if I have any other fragrances I want to show you. Wait, guys. What is this tonality? By the way, Revolver, if you want, I mean, if you're talking about, I mean, if you're now purchasing Citra Bosé, maybe you are wanting to get into niche a little bit. And if you considering want another really affordable fragrance, this is Bois Imperial by Essential Perfumes. Essential Perfumes is a fragrance house that always gets the best perfumers, do like a fragrance that they would just wanted to make, and this is like from Quentin Biche that made like Ganymede, which is a really high-end fragrance that costs a lot of money. Yeah, it's close to Ganymede, but I like this one even more, to be honest, because this is this is a really woody smell. I think this is a little bit more natural smelling. Have you tried this one, Mihai? Because I think this is a little bit more with the Thai basil on top, and then this woody agar wood, a little bit more like natural smelling than Ganymede. Because at Ganymede I tried it. Ah, okay, nice. Then you know it. Yeah, I have a sample of Ganymede, and I think Ganymede is a little bit too much. It's really like an alien smell, and it is really artistic, but it's like a little bit too much for me personally. I don't know when to wear this kind of fragrances, to be honest, because it's just, yeah, it's overpowering, and it's so heavy on the saffron note. That's also that's yeah, that's the thing. I don't know if you're talking about Ganymede now. Ah, no, you're okay. You're talking about Essential Perfumes, right? Yeah, this one is quite strong, right? This is quite strong. 4 or 5 sprays is enough. Yeah. It can be a little bit cloying, but I think what's nice about this one that I think that they added a lot of lavender in here. that makes it quite smooth and for me relaxing because I love lavender. Um, yeah, yeah, but it's really strong. But it's quite nice. I love it now in the wintertime for maybe on it in the daytime. I love to wear this. I mean, it's quite new, so I always love fragrances that are quite new in my collection. But um, this one is just so different smelling, right? Like Ganymede, but more, yeah, I think more wearable in my opinion. But yeah, I can see your problem. But saffron in general, I don't think essential perfumes Bois Imperial has saffron in it. But here with Oud for Glory, it was the same like with Ganymede, that I've smelled it and it was like a little bit overpowering on the saffron note. I love saffron because it's spicy and fresh, but here it was like a little bit too much in some cases for me. And also with Ganymede, I mean, it's just like smelling like alien rock or something like this in a good way, but in an artistic way. But I wouldn't see any occasion where I can really put it on. So um, I'm not considering getting Ganymede anymore. Bois Imperial, yeah, you're right. I can see it can be a little bit cloying too. Nice bergamot. I haven't tried. I haven't tried nice bergamot yet. I haven't tried anything else, but I think they have another fragrance that's quite in the same ballpark like Telemeth, I think, but it's not nice bergamot. It's something else, I think. And I have to try some more because I heard good things about them all, but I didn't have the chance to try them. I just heard really good things about this one, and I wanted to have a more wearable version of Ganymede, and that's what I have now. I like to wear this in the daytime, to be honest, but it's quite strong. You're right on that. You're really right on that. I wanted to show you two more fragrances. Yeah, I think so too. I always think about a psycho CEO that has too much power and is so far away from killing himself and everyone else, or like a cocaine addict. Okay, I can't say this on YouTube, I think, but a little bit like a crazy guy that likes to have a white nose uh, and has too much power. Um, and another, I wanted to show you this Turati Blue by Afnan too, because this is also a fragrance that I quite like. That's quite new in my collection because it should dupe like Bulgari Tiger, which is like this 300 euro fragrance. But I really never tried it. I tried it once in the store, but it was like just grapefruity in my nose. And I think if I go to Douglas or something like this, I never smell the whole process of a fragrance, but here it's really nice, ambery, grapefruity, and really musky smell. Really heavy on the musk, and that's what I really enjoy about this. But other than this one, this is really more affordable, more appropriate for summertime. I think this shines in summertime if you want something that smells a little bit different than your Dolce& and Gabbana light blue or intense. I think because this is denser and really like more citrusy smelling, musky, sexy. Really nice. I enjoyed this one and it's really nice on performance. And on Notino, you find this for 30 euros now, Mihai, if you're interested about Notino. And another fragrance for the summertime, I just want to um, yeah, talk about the summertime now a little bit. In the end, Giardino Benessere Salaria. I don't know if you tried some of the Giardino Benesseres. I think a lot of them are quite expensive. Taking notes here. I don't. When I'm going live, I feel like a salesman, but I don't. I'm not. I get nothing from this, but I just wanted to share my opinions with you guys, and I'm glad you enjoy it. um, yeah. So this one is really nice. If you like grapefruit, musks and a little bit sweetness in the in ambery sweetness. This is gorgeous. Smells a little bit oriental, but in the best way possible. Really, this one is Turati. This is from the House of Afnan. Turati Blue. Turati Blue. It's also in my 10 cheapies for life list if you find it there, but it's Turati Blue by Afnan. You just have to be a little bit careful because there is a brown one, and the brown one is the clone of, not the clone of this, but it's the clone of Tuxedo. So just be a little bit careful if you want to get this, that you have this violet, yeah, blue stuff. But it's really cheap and really good. I think this is really good for a Middle Eastern fragrance. Really, really nice one. And the other one, Salaria, I think this is more niche, but also quite affordable, like 80 euros. So a little bit more expensive, but not more expensive than Mancera. And I think this is gorgeous if you want a salty fragrance, because this is an aquatic fragrance, but it smells just like a sea breeze on a more stormy day, because this is really salty. Salaria means like salt, street of salt in Italy or Italian. So um, this is like a really nice aquatic, minty, um, salty fragrance that gets quite salty on your skin too, but still so unique and gorgeous. I really enjoy this one. If you want to smell a little bit, yeah, if you want to have something that is a little bit watery but still has good performance and smells different, this is also really, really good and gorgeous for layering, because it has like this Dolce & Gabbana light blue or intense vibe, but without this uh, generic blue thing, right? This is just like the sea, right? And that's what I enjoy about this one. If you maybe Revolver, if you're living near the sea, I don't know where you live in Croatia, but this really reminds me of being on at the seaside on a more stormy day or something like this. It's gorgeous stuff. I love it. And I think all the Gianito Benesseres are really, really nice ones, but just have to see which one you like. I think they have like a sample set too, but I really enjoyed this one the most. Oh man, I talked so much. But it's so nice to talk to you guys. Really, so nice to talk to you. I get some more water and then I will be back for another minute. And I had to. Um, I, I think it's so funny. Do you have it? Do you have nice perfume stores in current places? Yeah, it just depends a bit. I was a little bit shy in the beginning because I was going there and I was always thinking, okay, I have to buy something when I'm here already because they want to sell something. But we have some good stores here that are quite nice and where you can sample things. I tend to just go to Douglas, to be honest, because I have one Douglas here nearby in Cologne that is just the people that are really nice, and they don't know me, but I mean I'm there really quite often, so they have no problem me testing everything out and sampling stuff, and that's what I do recently. So I go there. I have to go to a school or something, yeah, a business every Monday in the evening before I go live here, and usually I go there for 1 or 2 hours every 1 or 2 weeks to just see what's new, and also try to get my nose on some woman's perfume, because I am really not, yeah, I'm really not into. I can't say anything about a lot of women's perfume because I haven't tried a lot, and I'm really curious because guys, really be happy that you are a man when it comes to perfume, because I think we have such a nice variety of fragrances for guys, and woman scents or girl scents usually really are either really light and just fresh, or really vanillic and sweet, and that's quite uncreative, I think. But there are some good ones I featured in, and like uh, to answer your question, yes, there are good stores here in Cologne, but you have to be um, yeah, a bit patient, and then when the people know you, I can try some more. So that's all I wanted to say. Maybe Mihai, how is it in Belgium? Is it harder to sample fragrances there? I think it's always, yeah, yeah. My girlfriend's also, I mean, she doesn't, yeah, she has a problem with her skin. If she applies too much cologne in the summertime and is sweating, she can't, yeah, yeah, I don't know how to say it, but it's not good for her health. Good to be with, good when your boyfriend is someone who is into perfumery, but um, really nice to hear that. Ghent is also a really nice city. I think I've been there once, but I'm really happy to hear that. Um, is it like uh, uh, it's not Douglas or something like that? I think Douglas is just in Germany, right? I don't know. I really don't know. We have some perfume house. Yeah, she applies on her clothes. Yeah, Revolver, you're right. But sometimes she gets like little red pickles when she does it, not does it right. But women have like, she has long hair, so she can apply also in her hair, and it's no problem. She likes perfume, but she does. Her skin is not the best for a lot of perfume. But to conclude this, woman's perfume is really like not the most creative in the most part. I would say I really don't understand why it's not more creative sometimes, because I think, of course, we have a lot of unisex perfumes nowadays, but still, I would love a little bit more variety when it comes to women's scents too. Because we men, of course, in the 70s and 80s we had like just barbershop fragrances, but nowadays we have sweet, fresh, woody, spicy, sweet, or sweet or tea based. So much to choose from, and women are a little bit more. It's a little bit more one dimensional. I'm from Ghent. They have a nice stuff too. I'm getting know by the stuff. Yeah, I think if they just know they're fragrance addicts when you're there. But I really enjoy it because sometimes you can chat with them. For example, here in Cologne, I sometimes just chat with them if I'm searching for something, and they are really open to for their honest opinion about things, and that's a good thing, I think, because so you can just share your experience with guys there that are surrounded by perfume all the day, right? All day. So I mean, they work there, so it's their job to just sell perfume all day. And for example, it really depends here in Germany where you go. Sometimes you have like cities like Düsseldorf or something like this that are high, or Munich. They are high end cities. They have like Parfums de Mali counters, or really high end counters sometimes in every store. Here in Cologne, it's quite rare. So you have to find the right stores to go there or sample things. It's a little bit more difficult because here more people just try to or go with designer fragrances, and so they're more into so they sell more designer fragrances and have not so much niche scents to try sometimes. But the store I go to, there are a lot. You can always, yeah, of course. I want to go to Belgium again, because I have friends in the German part, of Belgium, but I also wanted to go to Antwerpen, which I really enjoy too. Antwerpen is a nice city, I think, and I want to go to the seaside because I love the seaside of Netherlands. I'm always there once or twice a year in Domburg or maybe in Amsterdam or like Bergen an See is also, and but I wanted to go to Belgium to the seaside too because I've never been there and I wanted to try how is it called? Not mussels, Muscheln, fries, and man, sometimes my English, and maybe you know what I mean. There's that's one specialty from where you get like not oysters, not oysters, but same thing, right? Mussels, yeah, mussels. Okay, mussels was right. I really want to try this because I heard good stuff about it. So I want to go to Croatia again, Revolver, and I want to go to Belgium. So, but this year I will go to Sicily with my girlfriend in the summertime because okay, mushrooms from Brussels. Ah, okay, it's from Brussels. This specialty. I don't know. I thought it would be from the seaside. Okay, but maybe I'm wrong. But I just want to try it because I love mushrooms and I love fries. So, yeah, but I'm going to Sicily this. Okay, sorry. I'm a little bit tired. Sometimes I get no wordplay. Sorry, Mihai. Oh man. But it's so nice to chat with you. That's why I'm still Jean-Claude Van Damme, aka Mushrooms. Okay, I get it now. Oh man, I'm so uh, but it's so nice to chat with you guys, so I'm still online. Okay, he was born in Brussels. Okay. Now I get it. Yeah, Sicily is great. The father of my father's father is from there, so yeah, I looking forward to visit it again. I'm really it's such a nice spot to visit. But I go there in May, end of May, because it's not that hot there. Because when you are in Croatia, how hot it can get, like, and or how humid it can get, like, and in July or August. Also, last year we were in like also in Italy, but in North Italy at the Lago Maggiore, and it still was so humid. And my girlfriend is not capable to handle this kind of weather. I like hot weather, but yeah, Sicily is really really nice. But like I said, I want to see a lot of more because before COVID, I was yeah going on a lot of adventures and going on to a lot of places, also in Asia and something like this. But nowadays, then it wasn't possible, and now I have just not the time to make like big holidays somewhere. Sometimes just once a year. I really miss to go to new places. To be honest with you guys. Also, India. I want to go to India someday because I heard so much good, and I want to smell all the spices and see all the good stuff. But we'll see. Yeah. So, guys, tell me, what is your favorite fragrance of this winter? I'm curious to hear what you are wearing now in the cooler months. I don't know if it's that cold in Croatia now, but um, I am really I'm thinking about it. I'm really gravitating to what am I wearing the most this kind of days. It's really like I think Uomo is one of my favorites, to be honest. Uomo is the Eau de Toilette from Valentino was, I think, the fragrance I've worn the most the last couple of weeks and months. Prada L'Homme Intense. Oh man, I want to try this one all the time. It's just crazy. I have this kind of I have sometimes I want to try something and it's on my list all the time and I never purchased it. And then it was discontinued and now it's still available, I think. But I just had Prada L'Homme and I was not the biggest fan, but I heard the best of Prada L'Homme Intense. Prada L'Homme is just a little bit, I think, it just lacks a little bit of character, the eau de toilette, right? For me personally, I want something, I don't have to dress up too much or something like this for work, so I want something a little bit more with character. But I heard good that it's really nice, powdery, and still sweet and clean. Like I think I can imagine it being quite like the Prada black one, Prada Luna Rosa black. But I don't know. Man, Jazz Club is my favorite night out fragrance of by far, and Dior Intense I think it's too. This one and Dior Intense. Dior Intense is more like for yeah, for sure it lacks character. Dior um, Dior Intense is um, is one of the best fragrances. It's really on the same step from me with Tedemes. It's just like a masterpiece. Will be gorgeous. I have the 2020 reformulation still. It's such a gorgeous, such gorgeous stuff. Yeah, and Jazz Club Revolver, man, this stuff is crazy good. I mean, you can get like I have like 30 ml bottle, and it was like 50 euros. So it's not that not that cheap and not that expensive, but it is such a gorgeous fragrance. I think it really smells like the name says, like a jazz club, but in a really nice way because it has some sweetness to it. I don't know what it is, but it's masculine because you have like tobacco, rum, and leather, but still it has like this slight coconutty feeling to it. It's just like crazy good, and still, even if it's an eau de toilette, it still performs really well on my skin, and it's just a great fragrance in general. I think gorgeous stuff. Really one of my favorite fragrances. This is one I want to make a video about um, fragrances that I will purchase again, or fragrances that will go out of juice. I don't know, man. I'm out of words on this kind this late on the evening, but so and Jazz Club would be really one that I would consider one of my favorite fragrances of last year when I purchased this, and will be one of my favorites. I will definitely get a bigger bottle next time because it's such a great scent, such a great scent. So Mihai, I managed to get your own perfume from the website last month. Not sure where I will wear. Yeah, man, that's yeah. I will get some rest, but I have different work hours, so don't worry, Revolver. I have to um, work from 10 or 11 to the evening in the studio because we have a little bit different work times, so it's no problem. But it's so nice to yeah to talk to you that I wanted to make a little bit of a longer stream maybe. And now to Mihai, yeah, Dior Intense, the Dior Parfum, same thing. I haven't. I tried it as a sample, but and I think it's artistic, a really nice scent, but so hard to wear. It's just different because it's so heavy on the leather, and the leather on the leather and the backbone. I think of the fragrance that it's so sophisticated and something that you can wear to a special occasion maybe, but that's all. Yeah, and it's heavy on iris, but I think it's not that powdery. I think just Dior Intense is a little bit like grandma's lipstick. Okay, that's a nice comparison. Yeah, maybe if you think about Dior Intense being something like yeah, your girlfriend's lipstick, then Dior Parfum is like your grandma's lipstick for sure. It's quite quite a heavy fragrance, but I know a lot of people that like it because it's just so different, right? So different from the scent and really artistic. But I think for me it's quite too heavy too. I don't know what where to wear it, but be yeah, you're a lucky guy because I mean you can just put it on the shelf, and when it's discontinued someday, definitely definitely will be discontinued in a few days, a few um, years, then you can sell it for a lot of money, I think, if you want to, or keep it. I think the whole line is so good. Still love the original so much. I love Iris and fragrances, but like Revolver also said, I just think I don't know why Prada L'Homme is so hyped. To be honest, because I love it, but it's just a little bit too. It just smells like a clean sheet, yeah, and that's good. But maybe Prada L'Homme Intense is a little bit more full of character, but I think the Prada L'Homme just lacks a little bit. And it's quite close to the O or something like this, which I also tried, and I don't know why they just copied the fragrance, but I don't know. I love Prada, by the way. Um, Tobacco Oud, wow. I never tried Tobacco Oud. So still need to figure out where to wear it. Maybe on a nice restaurant. Yeah, I think nice restaurant date is always a good idea. Don't choke people out with too many sprays, but definitely sounds quite fancy. I think if it's in the same ballpark like Tom Ford Noir Eau de Parfum, then I would go with like an. If you want to smell a little bit edgy, maybe on a dinner date or maybe on a night out. I don't know what kind of. Okay, it smells and someone's gonna. It's like smelling. Man, that doesn't smell good at all, man. It really smells like an ashtray. Um, but tobacco oud. No, I never tried it. I Noir de Noir, or what is it called? I really like this one because it's gourmand, just really nice gourmand fragrance. I love. I tried a lot of their signature light. Yeah, for sure. Um, Mihai, I mean, just don't overspray and don't choke people out. I can see what you mean, right? When I see this fragrance here in front of me, guys. I mean, I'm so sad about this because I don't know, but I love this buttery oud in here in the Chopin Oud Malaki. But still, if I had a bad experience with this, I talked about it before that. Yeah, I just overspray. I was overspraying with this a lot on Christmas, and I choked my sister out, and I choked myself out in the car, and now I can't wear it anymore. It's a little bit sad, but I think I have to sell it. Yeah, it's concentrated, and I think it's quite heavy on the and tobacco side. Um, it's just to dance. You're right. It's just to dance, and then you have like this buttery oud that is just a little bit. It's just good, but it's just a little bit too much. I don't like it that much anymore. But still, when I smell it from the atomizer, I like it. It's crazy, but it's not a scent I'm gravitating to at the moment. That's for sure. But from Tom Ford, I like Costa Azzurra, the original, a lot for summertime because it really smells like you just entering a forest before you go to the seaside. Um, yeah, maybe just once would be a good idea. Yeah, it was like 5 sprays just too much, but you're right. But this smells really opulent, Revolver. I don't know if you know this fragrance. It's just like a little bit. It smells buttery woody, so really nice. But then, yeah, or spray underneath your clothes. That's a good idea too. But I always make my spray routine like this, and like I said, I was just too hyped to wear this fragrance, I think, because it was quite new on Christmas, and I was like, okay, this smells special. I have to wear it on a special occasion, and then I just was like, okay, I want everyone to smell me, and it was like a little bit too much. But my sister is a little bit sensitive or to perfume, but it was the same with me. I couldn't eat something. I was feeling a little bit bad when we arrived at the restaurant. It was not the best experience, but it was okay in the. But it's just like a bad experience. But coming back to Tom Ford, I don't know what are your favorite Tom Ford fragrances, but mine are by far Tom Cosa Azzurra, because it really smells like summertime, but in a not in your generic like way, like Acqua di Gio, or something like this. Not your marine type of feeling, more woody. And then Grey Vetiver. I enjoy Grey Vetiver a lot. Grey Vetiver is just such a gorgeous fragrance to wear year round. Sometimes I like to wear it in the rain on a rainy day, because on a rainy day it really shines. It's so just it has something to it. It really smells. For me, it always I heard something else, somebody else saying it like this, but it really smells like James Bond fragrance to me, because it's so clean, masculine, and still a little bit like it's not in your face, right? And I love to wear it on a rainy day, and also it's refreshing in the summertime. That's why I really enjoy it. And Noir for sure. Really, and I sold my Beau de Jour because I couldn't stand it. I don't know about you. Yeah, Grey Vetiver really smells like James Bond. It's so smooth, really nice. Yeah, yeah, you're right, Mihai. uh, Grey Vetiver, really nice fragrance. I heard that who was a really nice celebrity was wearing Grey Vetiver all the time. I wanted to see your Tom Ford's Noir, Oud Wood, Tobacco Oud. Okay, nice. Tobacco Oud is also nice. No, Tobacco Oud is not the one that I was mentioned. Sorry. Oud Wood and Noir I know. Tobacco Oud is not the one I know. Right. Okay. But Oud Wood is it's such a classic one, I think. But I mean, we talked about it again, Mihai, right? About this one. Really nice clone, by the way. Revolver or somebody else, if someone else is watching, this is a really nice clone. I made a video about it. Um, really close to Oud Wood if you don't want to pay so much money. And was just on a different level. But also with this, it's really hard to wear. I think it's easy to wear in the nighttime, but I think this I couldn't wear Noir in the daytime. It's just like just screams. I mean, the name screams nighttime, but it just screams nighttime, um, and it's a special fragrance for me because it just smells really different. But it is this Mihai. I think it is discontinued already. You can still find it, but it is discontinued. I'm really sad to see that. Uh, I got like a good deal on Easy Cosmetics, where you got your Ecus from, but um, I can't find the 100 ml. But I mean, 50 ml of Tom Ford Noir, I think it's good enough for the next 1 or 2 years. But still, I want to have a backup bottle if it's discontinued. I really want to, yeah, to have it in my collection because it's really nice. And Revolver was saying Ombre Leather. I know Ombre Leather, and I was a little bit disappointed, to be honest. If I try when I tried it, yeah, yeah, it's badass if you have a motorbike. Yeah, and if you are really a man that just wears leather jackets, it's really nice because you have like this little bit of strawberry feeling to it, but then it's just leather. It's just really leather. I think there's a perfume version now too, but the original, or I mean the OG Ombre Leather, is um, Tuscan leather. I think it's quite similar to ombre leather, but a little bit more cowboy style. So there you have another character. We have like Batman, we have James Bond, and we have the cowboy. Right. It would fit John Wick for sure. Yeah, but if you're interested, get a sample revolver because I mean it would fit your name. But it's a fragrance. I think you have to like leather. For me, it smells like a luxury car interior. If you want to smell like this, it's a good scent, right? Um, that's the thing with Ganymede. Sometimes Ganymede for me smells so leathery that it smells that it smells like the interior of a luxury car too. I don't know why it is, but I sometimes get the feeling. Yeah. I think there's so many good leather fragrances. Also, I want to, how is it called? The African. Mihai, do you know this? How is it called? The with the leopard or with the lion on it, Memo fragrances or something like this. The leather one. I mean, that's African leather. Is it African leather? I don't know what, but this is one I want to try. But I'm not the biggest fan of just yeah, okay, Memo, of just leather fragrances. African leather, yeah. This is one that I heard a lot of good things because it's not just leather fragrance, but ombre leather for me is just really just like a leather fragrance. And Santal 33, I think it's a little bit overrated, yeah. But is Santal 33 the maybe? I mean, I have Dunhill Sentry, which is a really nice sandalwood fragrance, and I think it is quite similar to San. Is it Santal 33? Yeah, it's Santal 33. Yeah, I like it, but don't love it. Don't love it. But Dunhill Sentry is a really nice freshie that I got for like 20 euros, but it's just based on sandalwood and it just smells like a street after the rain. Yeah, that's what I really like about the scent. But in general, not the biggest fan of Santal 33. I think it's always like it's so funny. That's when I'm thinking back to the beginning of my fragrance journey. I'm always like, always wanted to have like the scent that gets the most compliment. The scent that are um, wait. Okay, I just talk and the scent that the people like on me, and then you change when you have like you feel okay. I have like over 10 fragrances now. It's more like an obsession. Then you want to be a little bit more different, and that's why I nowadays don't try to get this really hyped fragrances anymore. I want to have like really yeah fragrances that are under the radar or something like this. I want to try some different fragrances. That's why. Have you ever used a fragrance you don't like but people really like on you? Um, did I in the beginning? Yes, because I was first. One of my first fragrances I ever got was what was it? Chanel Allure Sport Edition. No, nicht Edition Blush. Love Edition Blush. Or Extreme. And I liked it in the beginning, but then I wasn't liking it at all. But then I was a little bit unsure about fragrances at that time of my journey. So then a lot of people in the a lot of clients in the studio loved it, and when I was sure that they were coming the next day, sometimes I just wore it because I knew they would like it. That's the only thing. And the same thing was with another fragrance. Oh yeah, Prada Carbon, Prada Luna Rossa Carbon, a fragrance that I loved in the beginning, still love it, because it is just a smoother Sauvage eau de toilette. But that was the same. I was like, I think maybe I hadn't had a girlfriend back then. I just was I think I was just dating someone, a girl, and she liked it, or also some clients liked it, and that's why I was just wearing it too much, I would say, and I didn't enjoy it at the end at all. But that was just in the beginning. I did this sometimes, but then I went away from wearing fragrances for other people. I was just wearing fragrances for myself, and that's, guys, that's one of the most important things about wearing fragrances. That's why I don't understand. Of course, I understand when I or someone else is making like a list of 10 fragrances that work on women or something like this, because they are just giving you a reference where you can wear this kind of fragrances. But don't wear fragrances for other people. It's really good to be original, and someone will just like you for yourself, and then he or she will like your fragrance too, because it's just part of yourself and it's just like your signature then. And that's what's really important, and not to wear something because you think you get compliments with it, because when you can't rock a fragrance or you feel unconfident with the fragrance you're wearing, you won't get any good reactions, or people, yeah, won't think that this fragrance suits your style. So just, if you think you like something, really wear it for yourself, and don't wear something for different people. Um, so Revolver, you're really right with being original. This is a really nice idea, and it's always the best thing to do. And also, Mihai, what music are you playing in the studio? So my most of my work is just for German television, to be honest. So we are mixing and mastering for German television, like, yeah, Bachelor, or I don't know which kind of TV shows you know, but we have like a big RTL group here, and Western media companies that we work for, and then we make like podcasts too. And also I play a lot of piano. So I play piano since I was really young. I never really liked it in the beginning. Then I had like lessons. I hated it, and then I was switching to playing. Just I heard a song and just was playing the notes that I was thinking of when I heard the song, or and then I played my own songs. And nowadays I just play my own songs, and I record stuff with other. Um, oh, Deutsche Welle, yeah. And I record stuff with other artists like hip hop, and I'm also in electronic music, but more like melodic electronic music. So I really love electronic. So chilled electronic music is also a really nice style. And here in Germany, also in Belgium. Man, I'm also trying to learn guitar, and I'm a left-hander, so it's really hard for me. But that's also a thing I really wanted to do. Really wanted to try to be better at playing guitar, because I love piano, because you can play any song you want. But guitar is also really nice because you can just grab it and go somewhere on a fireplace and play there. But keep on trying. It's just like something. If you get older, like me too, it's getting harder to learn instruments, but it's not impossible, and it's always nice to be a little bit more, yeah, artistic, or play some music with other guys. I'm always Every Wednesday I meet with other people at the studio in the nighttime, and then we are having some beers, and then we make music together, and it's just like really nice creative stuff, and that's what's music all about. Just sharing, also with like fragrances, just sharing and doing your thing. So keep up the work. And Deutsche Welle, yeah, it's some I know a lot of people from Deutsche Welle. but I really enjoy my work, guys. I was always not the kind of guy that was really into having good grades at school or something like this, because I didn't really care. But okay, I made like the highest degree here in, oh, I don't know how to say it. I finished school with Abi, so like that you can study here in Germany, but I with a lot of effort. But then I was first I wanted to study music in Bonn, which is near to Cologne, but it was really boring. It was just like school, so didn't want to do this anymore. And then I had a chance here to work or to make like 2 weeks in the studio, and then I I made friends with my chef, and that's now my chef, and another guy, and then they said, okay, let's do it here together, and that's really nice there, and it's like a big family. We have like Swedish guys there too that make something else like visual graphic design, and a guy from Switzerland who's making like um, picture correction or something like this. So uh, really different styles and like a big family there, and really nice, and we party together and do something. So I really enjoy it there now. Yeah. What are you guys doing as your job? That's really interesting too. Mihai, what are you doing, or Revolver? I don't know how old you are too, so I don't know what you guys up to. If you want to tell me. Oh, software engineer. Interesting. Which kind of software? Man, it's so right what you're saying, Revolver. Is to do what we want to. Yeah, I think that's really important. If you uh, here in Germany we call it like Beruf, and Berufung is like passion. Uh, and if you do the thing you do the best, right? You will always be successful in doing it. I think like this, because here you have some people in Germany that think like you just have to be into, or you just have to be into law or medicine to make money, and that's not the case, because for me money is not the biggest thing to, so I'm not caring about having a lot of money, to be honest with you. I have no problems, but it's just like something, I want to be happy with what I do, like you say, and then everything else, you get money and you get success anyways. I mean, that's why it's always really helpful to really figure out what you want to do, and then do it the best you can, and then you will be happy with your job and what you do, because in the end that's what you spend the most time with, right? Yeah, exactly, Revolver. Um, so medical software engineer, really interesting, Mihai, really interesting. I think it's really specific, right? And run a grocery store, really nice. Really run a grocery delivery store. I mean, I think here in Germany we have, it's a big market. Um, um, People are just too lazy to go out of their homes to buy normal groceries or something else. So here in Cologne, you have a supermarket on every street, but people are wanting to have a delivery service, and I think it's always good to fill this gap, right? I don't know how it is in Croatia, but here we have like 5 or 6 different services for different styles. It's really crazy, guys. What that how people are these days. I think sometimes. Um, okay, guys. I think I will call it a day soon. But it was really a pleasure to chat with you guys. And like I said, I hope I could give you some yeah uh, yeah some advice for some fragrances you may like or not. Or it's really nice to chat with you guys. And hope to see you soon. And maybe next week, I want to do this every week now. Maybe if the time if time makes it possible. So it was really nice to chat with you guys, Mihai and Revolver for sure. You two have a nice evening. And my name is Paul, by the way. I I was thinking the same that I. Okay, yeah, because I never told someone on a video. I was just saying like that's just like 50 cents, but I'm Paul. And now I mentioned, I think in one video I mentioned it, but I want to mention it every time because I mean it's a little bit more personal to say your name, I think. And uh, yeah, my name is Paul. So a really normal German name. So Mihai, by the way, Revolver, what's your name? That I can speak to you when you make a comment, like I can say and can answer you with your name. And Mihai, where's your heritage? So your name from? So is it like Middle East or is it like I can't because I have friends there too, but I can't say where it's exactly from. Oh, Romanian, right? Oh, Romanian is okay. Nice. And Michael, okay. Michael, okay. Nice to know you guys. And yeah, see you next time. I hope you enjoy my content. And I really enjoyed this live. I really enjoyed going live with you guys. It was really fun. And so maybe next week, same time, same place. Hope you have an amazing evening and see you then. Bye bye, guys.